Today we're going to be playing some more Black Ops 6. Update on the camo grind. I officially have a bunch of stuff diamond. Okay, so we have diamond LMGs as well as diamond ARs, diamond launchers, and we almost have diamond pistols, which means we're roughly halfway through the grind. After that, we just gotta do melee weapons, snipers, SMGs, and marksman rifles, and shotguns. I know that may sound like a lot, but there's not a lot of weapons in each of those classes. There's literally 2 melee weapons. We have 1 more pistol to go. SMGs, there is 6 of those, but there's only 2 LMGs. There's 4 marksman rifles and 3 snipers. And the snipers already got started on, as you can see here, so that's not gonna take too long, and snipers are pretty easy for me, honestly. All I need is 43 headshots here at the Grekova, and then I'm able to do the 30 hip fires as well as the 50 kills with the Enforcer Specialist equipped, and then after that we'll be on to the double kills, and then, yeah, diamond pistols. It's always funny to me every time— whoa, what's going on with the textures on the floor, man? But every time it's time for daylight savings, everybody's like, oh yeah, we're about to get an extra hour of sleep tonight, and for me, like, I have hard enough of a time as is just getting 8 hours of sleep. Like, it's not hard for me to get 8 hours of sleep, but like, that is the absolute most upper echelon of sleep that I can get. Like, anything above that is just way too much, and even— oh no, did I— oh no, okay, never mind, we are in hardcore. 8 hours in itself is that point of like, alright, that is like the most that I'm gonna be able to get. Usually, like, it's usually in the range of like 7.5 to 8 hours for me. Like, that's like the healthy range. Oh, it's a clean double headshot, dude. Oh, and if you're wondering why the XMG I have here is so gold, it's because I do have to grind out the diamond camo for this one specifically. I did already get diamond camo over here on the PU-21, as you can see here. Like, I mean, diamond, of course, looks absolutely gorgeous on the LMGs. I have to actually complete the challenges on the other ones then, though, so we'll get to that. But every year when it's time for us to get, like, an extra hour at night, I just spend that extra hour playing Call of Duty or playing another video game, and obviously since Black Ops 6 just launched, yeah, this year I spent it playing Black Ops 6 and grinding out camos, and it was pretty good for me. You know, I was able to get a good bit of work done during that time. I managed to get like the last LMG gold that I needed. And yes, it is at that point in the grind where I am so impatient to wait for the normal core TTK that I'm literally just playing hardcore to get my headshots done. This did happen at some point last year. It was pretty close to the end of the grind, and this year it happened a bit sooner. This time I'm just like halfway through the grind. I'm already like, alright, man, it's just time for me to play hardcore for a bit. Obviously, some of the weapons I'm going to want to go back to core, like sniper rifle specifically, since that's always a one-shot headshot over in core. It would be pretty silly for me to just play hardcore for those. But yeah, in terms of everything else, like marksman rifles, melee weapons I'm also going to do in core. Even the baseball bat. I mean, I don't know. The baseball bat is a 2-hit weapon, so I might want to do some of those challenges in hardcore. It's really hard to say, though, just because of, like, how hard it is to actually get that up close and personal when you're playing hardcore, so we'll see. So far this match, we are popping off with the headshots, though. It's pretty easy to get headshots with the Grekova. That's why I saved it for last, because I knew this would be the case, considering the fact that it's a full auto pistol. The only thing I hate about daylight savings time, like, you know, during the winter specifically, is just how it messes with my runs, because for those that don't know, I run 5 miles every day. I used to do 6 miles a day, but, you know, I'm getting a little old. My ankles weren't liking that one too much, because I broke my ankle a few years ago, my left one specifically, when I was skateboarding. Broke it, dislocated it, my foot was facing backwards. It was a whole thing. I wasn't able to walk for an entire year, but yeah, ever since then, you know, I've had some sensitivities down there. I was doing 6 miles a day for about 2 years, and then it was like, alright, you know, gotta chill out a little bit, so now I just do 5 miles a day. But obviously I don't do it all at once. I do it throughout the day since I also work from home. You know, I want to make sure that throughout the day I'm getting up and moving and such. So I do a mile in the morning and then, you know, the other miles throughout the day sporadically. But the first one in the morning, I always liked going outside when the sun was just coming up, because I do my first run at about 7:15, 7:20 a.m. roughly. And that would always be about the time when the sun was just, you know, just coming up. And as I was running, you know, because there's this one spot in my neighborhood that I run past every single morning where it's, I don't know how to explain it exactly. It's not necessarily like a creek, but there's like this huge hill that kind of just comes down from both sides into this like large open dry field, and every time that it rains it collects with like a lot of water there, so it's almost like a mini lake anytime that it rains. But it hasn't rained too much lately, so it's just sort of dry this morning. But I was just like, you know, like running past there to get a nice view of the sunrise over on the right side as all the animals are sort of like collecting down there, whether it be like frogs or birds or, you know, whatever other animals are collecting down there. And I don't know, just always super peaceful, just sort of having that moment for my mind to sort of just like decompress even further because I wake up at 4:15 a.m. every single day. That's another thing I've been doing for like 4 or 5 years now. And, you know, I just do that so I have time for myself before the world wakes up, just because, you know, I need that calm environment. I need that calm space. I am all about living a very peaceful, calm, not overstimulating or very loud life. You know, I like things being very peaceful. So I wake up that early in order to have that time to myself. I also go to bed pretty early, you know, by most people's standards. I'm usually crashed by 8 p.m., 8:15 p.m. roughly to get my 8 hours to 4:15 a.m. But yeah, not only am I gonna miss that because it was literally perfect, right? Like by 7:15 a.m. the sun will be coming up and that's when I do my first run. And usually I do my last run of the day around 6:30 p.m. And at that time, that's exactly when the sun will be going down. So I do my first run while the sun is coming up, and then my last run is while the sun is going down. It's like, all right, that's my time to decompress. I'll go home, shower, and then I'll have that last, you know, like hour to myself of the day to just kind of relax, you know, maybe watch some Paramount Plus. You know, I've been watching the Patrick Star Show lately because obviously growing up, you know, I mainly grew up with the early seasons of SpongeBob, but leading up to the first SpongeBob movie. And yeah, a couple years ago, they ended up releasing that Patrick Star Show, so I've finally been catching up and watching that since I haven't had the chance to watch it yet, even though it came out a couple years ago, and I'm really enjoying it. It's genuinely gotten a ton of laugh out loud moments from me. Like, I wasn't sure what to expect with the show. Like, I knew it was gonna be good and I was gonna enjoy it just because it's SpongeBob, but man, like, you know, like, premise-wise, I was like, okay, what are they really gonna do with a show like this? But it's great. I love it. But yeah, now it's a little weird on my runs because the first run in the morning, the sun's already up, it's already bright blue, the world's loud, everybody's out driving. It's like, all right, you know, I kind of miss my peaceful sunrise run, and then in the evening, it's like, I mean, dog, by the time I finish dinner, which is usually around like 5:30, it's like pitch black outside. It's like, okay, dude. It's called daylight savings, but if anything, I feel like more daylight is going to waste considering how fast it gets dark. Maybe that's just a down south thing. See, I've lived down in Florida for almost half a decade now, so it's been long enough to where I forget the specific details of what things were like up north, so maybe that's just different because I live in the bottom half of the US now, but I mean, I don't know. I just feel like daylight savings is not only pretty pointless, but pretty stupid too. I feel like it should go. I don't even know where we're at in the headshots. I know we unlocked side camo earlier in the match, so probably like 1 or 2 more matches after this and we'll have the requirements to start doing the special camos. It was really weird too. Like, if anything looks different for any reason in today's video, which it shouldn't, I'm pretty sure I got my settings exacted to how they were before. It's because when I first opened Call of Duty, it reset all my settings. It reset my controller settings, which is basically the same as default. I just turned my sensitivity down a little bit. But then, like, all my graphic settings were reset too for some reason. I have no idea why. It was really random. It definitely just has to be a PC thing, because I've never experienced that on console before, but that's like I want to say like the 5th time that's happened to me over here on PC in the last year. It's not like I have COD installed in multiple different ways, because obviously there's different ways you can buy it. You can buy it on Steam, you can buy it through the Xbox store on PC, or you can buy it through Battle.net. I bought it through the Xbox store. I did it that way because when you get COD points in Call of Duty, like if it's from the Battle Pass or one thing or another, it's tied to the platform that you're on. So say if I would, even if I'm still playing on PC, if I would play the game on Battle.net like I used to, the COD points that I collected on my Xbox account would not transfer over here to PC, whereas if I buy it from the Xbox store, even though I'm still on PC, which is technically a different platform, since I bought it through the Xbox platform, all of my COD points are still usable here on PC just because I bought it that way. You see, I love Warhead, but it can be both a really great and, I don't want to say terrible, but almost annoying map to get headshots on because there's so much like elevation to it. So like sometimes they're way higher, sometimes they're way lower. Sometimes it can switch up as you're aiming at them and then they'll start like running up a hill or diving out a window and it's like, all right, dude, just stay still for a minute. Let me get my headshot. Unfortunately, we were defeated, but hey, I kind of harbor some of the blame for that. I honestly haven't been trying for the objectives. I've said it before, like, if I'm in core or, like, you know, the normal quick play playlist, I will always say, play the objective. Don't be that one guy that causes the entire team to lose and tank everybody's win-loss ratio just because you're grinding camos. That being said, if you're in a playlist like this where it's like face-off mosh pit or hardcore face-off mosh pit, you know exactly why you're here. You're not going for the win. You're going for camos. We're so close, man. Just 17 headshots, and then after that, yeah, we'll be off to the races. We're probably not going to be, you know, getting diamond and all that in this video because this is going to take a couple matches yet. And if I'm going to be honest, I'm just trying to get this video recorded, edited, uploaded, so then I can go squat back on my futon and my console setup and just hone in and grind all day. While the double XP is live, I'm trying to go as hard as I can. I'm Prestige 3, level 19 right now. I record these videos about usually the time from when I record it until you guys see it is roughly like 12 hours, because these videos go up every day at 7 p.m. EST, and I record them around like just 7:45 a.m. So, you know, like 11, 12 hours after I record them is when you guys would see them. So by the time you guys see this, I will probably be pretty close to Prestige 4. Definitely not Prestige 4 by then, but pretty close to it. So probably not by tomorrow's video, but the one after that, because they did end up extending the double XP weekend, for those that don't know. Originally, it was going to be ending Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern, but instead now it will be going until Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, so I have a whole nother day to grind. I mean, obviously, I'm going to keep grinding after double XP ends too, but you know what I mean? Like, I have a whole nother day to grind with double XP. I just like recording my videos way early in the day like that. Like, I don't like setting them to go, well, there's a few different reasons. One, I don't want to set them straight to public after they're done being recorded, just in case there's any issues with YouTube, whether it be like certain copyright things for one reason or another, which I never have any copyrighted material in my videos anyway, so that should never be a problem, but just in case there be anything there, or just, you know, literally anything else. But furthermore, the YouTube members also get early access to these videos, so I like keeping that perk there for them. I don't time gate the videos just for the sake of giving them early access and time gating it away from everybody else. Like, I would never do anything like that. It's just, like, the main reason literally is just in case there's any issues with YouTube on their end, because if I would need to say, delete a video, re-edit a certain part of it, and then re-upload it, yeah, I'd be cutting it pretty close by the end of the day, depending on how long the different checks take, because I have to upload it, get it checked once. If there is any issues, I need to identify the issue, edit out the issue, re-render the video, which in itself can take, you know, 1 to 3 hours, depending on the video and how many edits are in it, how long it is. For most people, the rendering time wouldn't be as long, but for me, my, you know, my face cam and my actual gameplay recording are two separate recordings, which when you have two different recordings in an editing software, especially if you're like me and you have a certain preset for the face cam and it like changes the size of it, it adds a tremendous amount of time to your total rendering time. Whereas, you know, some people where they just have all in OBS, like face cam and gameplay going through the same channel in OBS, it would cut down on the editing time, you know, dramatically. But if I did it that way, it would really restrict me with the type of editing that I like to do. So it wouldn't work for me. I'm willing to render my videos for longer if it means I have more creative freedom. And plus that way there's more like backups in place. Like, say if my whole OBS recording would fail, well then at least I didn't lose my face cam recording, and as long as there's at least some semblance of the gameplay there, then, you know, I could recover some of that, or with like NVIDIA's shadow play or whatever. Not to mention the fact that Black Ops 6 also has theater mode, so there's multiple ways to back that up. But for the face cam, not really. Like, sure, I have my mic recording here, but that's not the same as seeing my ugly face alongside the ugly voice. It's been really cool. Unfortunately, yeah, no, nobody in this lobby has it, but I've been seeing a bunch of people in their clan tags putting in the number of weapons that they have done out of 33, because there's 33 weapons in the game that you need to get done in order to get dark matter. And, you know, I see people going in there like 8 out of 33, 16 out of 33, 13 out of 33, 17 out of 33. And it's just really cool seeing everybody's progress throughout the lobbies. I'm so proud of my mom. She's been playing Call of Duty for years. Like, you know, back in the day, me, her, and my little brother used to do 3-player split screen on Black Ops 2 Zombies, man. You know, we like play town together and such. So, you know, she's been playing Call of Duty for years, but she like really started getting into Call of Duty and like made her own account and went like all in during Black Ops Cold War. So this is the first official Call of Duty that she's been playing where, you know, it has Classic Prestige in the game, and last night she hit Prestige 1, which was freaking awesome. It was such an exciting moment seeing her finally experience what it's like to Prestige, and she's been like all in on it, man. Like, me and her have been like talking about it, texting about it nonstop, and she is like totally enjoying the grind, and she's going for Prestige Master. She really wants to get there, and she's been putting the work in. She's already like level 18 Prestige 1. She's been going ham. She already got a couple guns gold. She's been clipping a bunch of these crazy clips that she's been hitting and, like, you know, like sending them to me. And she had like this one best play where she got like a bloodthirsty all at once in one best play. Like, she's been tearing it up. I'm so proud of my mom, and I'm so happy for her right now. I've said it before, like, playing Black Ops 6, this truly makes me feel like I'm traveling back in time to, like, 2012, 2013, during, like, the Black Ops 2 era specifically. There's just something about this game where it gives me those Black Ops 2 vibes, and, you know, not only is it, like, super nostalgic and exciting for me because it has those old school vibes, but while still being a new game and, you know, just being able to fall in love with this game, but now also seeing people like my own mother fall in love with the game and go through those same feelings that I went through for, like, you know, that it wasn't the first time for me, because obviously Black Ops 2, you know, there was like multiple Call of Duties before that had Classic Prestige, but, you know, just still seeing her go through those, you know, same experiences I would have went through over a decade and a half ago with those classic Call of Duties is just so cool. But anyways, like I said before, I would keep grinding on camera, but I really just want to get this video recorded, edited, so I can get back to grinding. Don't get me wrong, I love recording these videos. I will always make these videos. I love making these videos. This is like right next to video games is content creation. You know what I mean? Like, these are the two things that I'm most passionate about in life. that being said, I just want to keep grinding right now. So that's where we're going to call it for this video. I'll just, you know, I'll finish this stuff off camera. By tomorrow, we'll have diamond pistols, and I'm hoping I'll also have, like, diamond snipers by then, because, again, at this point, we're going to be, like, 16 or 17 whatever weapons done out of 33, so I just want to keep grinding. I want to get dark matter. There is a few roadblocks in our path once we get a little bit later on in the grind, specifically with the HE1. We were looking at the dark spine camo the other day with the getting 5 destructions in a single match 3 times. Thankfully, it's not 10 times like with gold camo, but it's still 3 times and 5 destructions rather than just 3 destructions, so that will be a bit of a roadblock, but otherwise, it's going to be pretty smooth sailing from here. So, that's that. I'm going to call it there. I'm going to get back to grinding, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. But anyway, as always, massive shout out to all the Patrons and channel members. Thank you to all of you in the low baller tier, and an even bigger shout out there in the big baller tier, Malasking and Big Dad Manny, and the biggest shout out to all the G's here, Ron Events, and Lynchie's Girl. Thank you guys so much, guys, for literal legends. I love you. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.